What's going on, guys, and welcome back to another FPL video on the channel. And in today's one, we're going to be looking at my Game Week 20 team selection. But before we do get into that, I just wanted to quickly say a massive happy new year to you all. And I really do want to say I'm so grateful for the support that you guys have shown me on this channel. You know, the likes, the subscriptions, the comments, the interactions, it all does mean a lot. I think the community we have built on this channel is absolutely incredible, and I really do appreciate each and every single one of you. So thank you guys so much for supporting me throughout 2024. And like I said, man, I really do hope you all have a nice, healthy and happy 2025. And another thing that I quickly want to say is to just keep living life the way you want it to. Do what makes you happy. Continue making experiences with the people you love, your friends, your family, because that's what life is about, man. But yeah, all in all, like I said, guys, I'm so grateful for the support. Thank you so much. But with that being said, let's go ahead and have a look at how we did perform in Game Week 19. So as you guys can see, Game Week 19 was definitely a week to forget, as we only managed to get 61 points, which meant I got a red arrow down to 1 million. And it really was a stinker of a game week, and mainly because I went for Cole Palmer as captain instead of Mohamed Salah. That really did just destroy my FPL rank. However, Gabriel Jesus did slightly ease the pain a little bit, as yesterday Arsenal did beat Brentford 3-1, and Gabriel Jesus managed to get 1 goal and 1 assist. A huge 12-pointer, which I definitely needed, as I didn't captain Mohamed Salah. Pretty unfortunate, but look, I just followed my gut because I believe that's what was right, and look, it backfired massively, but it is what it is. It happens in FPL, right? Overall, the defense didn't really perform well. Colwill, Gabriel Rea all blanked. Robinson luckily got an assist. Rogers chipped in with 1 goal, 1 assist, which is really, really nice, as we just brought him in. However, he kind of cancelled that out because he did get a 5th yellow card, which means he'll be suspended for the next game. Unfortunately, Bowen is out injured, and Alexander Isak did manage to get on the score sheet once again. But overall, it was pretty bad, right? I should have captained Mo Salah, but it is what it is. That is a quick summary of Game Week 19. Now, let's go ahead and have a look at my Game Week 20 transfer plans. All right, guys, so as you can see on your screens right now, these are the transfers I am planning to make for Game Week 20. Not much has changed from what I spoke about in the last video. I do plan on bringing in Trent Alexander-Arnold, Johan Wissa and Anthony Gordon, and that would be for a -8 hit. Unfortunately, it is very, very likely I'll be taking a hit this week because my team is just in an absolute mess right now. I've got a lot of issues. I've got Gerard Bowen injured, Danny Welbeck injured, Morgan Rogers suspended. I've got defenders like Mazraoui playing against Liverpool away from home. Like, my team is an absolute mess, and my squad has been hit hard by injuries, right? So it does need major surgery for it to be fixed, right? So yeah, with that being said, a hit is very, very likely this week. I've not confirmed these transfers yet. I'm just waiting for press conferences to be released, just in case we get any further injury news. But at the moment, this is the plan, and it does remain the same. Trent, Wissa and Gordon in. I'll start off talking about, I want to start off talking about Johan Wissa, because I think this might be a pick that people may not necessarily agree with. They might look at his fixture on it and think it's not that great, or they might look at the fact that players like Chris Wood are massively in form, and I should be going for a play like that, right? But for me, I do like Johan Wissa, and I'll quickly say this because I did speak about it in my transfer plans video. But I do like Wissa, number one, because I think he's a differential. Very, very low ownership at 9.2%. At 9.2%. And I feel like I need those differentials, right? If I want to climb the ranks, and if I'm gonna sort of follow the crowd and captain Mohamed Salah after learning my lesson, I'm gonna need an alternative way to gain on other FPL managers, right? If I'm not gonna do it through captaincy, then it's got to be by picking differentials. And I feel like Wissa has a low ownership, and I think when I watch Brentford play, a lot of the open play, big chances go to Johan Wissa. So that's why I do like him, and I actually think the fixtures are pretty good. Southampton away is a decent entry point. I think Man City away and Man City at home is a nice fixture. Liverpool is tough, but Palace and Spurs at home is very, very nice. So I actually think for the short term, in the next 5 games, the only tough game there for Brentford, in my opinion, for an attacker, is Liverpool at home. And then the long stretch of fixtures all the way till about Game Week 29 is really, really nice. So I look at Wissa as a long-term hold, and look, he's guaranteed starts, he's guaranteed to get minutes. So I do like him as a nice differential pick, because like I said, I'm gonna need those differentials if I do want to climb the ranks. Of course, Chris Wood is absolutely is just crazy right now, right? A really, really good, reliable FPL asset. However, his ownership is quite high, and I feel like I need to go against the grain and pick some differentials if I want to gain rank on everyone else, right? So that's why I do like Jan Wissa, and of course Trent Alexander-Arnold I like as well because he's a good long-term hold, a good set and forget option. I think Liverpool along with Arsenal this season have just been the best defensive teams in the Premier League, and Nottingham Forest to be fair as well. But yeah, with Trent recently as well on the eye test, I've noticed he's getting forward a lot more, he's creating a lot more chances, so I do really like Trent as a pick, and I do plan to bring him in. And then of course Anthony Gordon for me. The reason why I've gone for Anthony Gordon, simply because I like the fixtures, I like the reliability, and I view him as a long-term hold. And once again, the ownership is quite low. 14.6% ownership I consider quite low, and again, that's what I want. I want low owned players that can provide me goals and assists, and I think Gordon is exactly that. He's guaranteed the starts, he's guaranteed the minutes, the fixture run is pretty decent. Spurs away is a great entry point in my opinion. We've seen how weak that Spurs defense is. The stats prove it, the eye test proves it. We can all see that Spurs defensively give up a lot of chances, and they're missing a lot of defenders as well. Udogie out injured, Van de Ven out injured. So yeah, for me, I really do like Anthony Gordon as a long-term hold, and I think these will be the free transfers, man. I'm pretty set on it. I am pretty set on these 3 players coming in the team. To be fair, instead of Wissa, like I said, I could go for Nicholas Jackson. I do like Nicholas Jackson as well. I think Chelsea have a pretty decent fixture run, but yeah, again, his ownership, as you guys can see, his ownership is quite high, 25.8%. So again, I'm going for Wissa because I like the fixture run and he's less owned than these players like Wood and Jackson. But with that being said, guys, that is sort of my plan for Game Week 20. These are probably going to be my transfers. So yeah, we are looking at Colwill out, Danny Welbeck out, and Gerard Bowen out. Of course, Welbeck and Gerard Bowen are out injured, and then Levi Colwill. I could take Mazraoui out, and maybe I still will, but I do like the fixtures that Man United have coming up, to be fair, and there is a possibility that, I know this is quite further forward thinking, but in Game Week 29, there's a possibility that Chelsea could have a blank week in that week, right? So yeah, that's why I think I'm going to be taking out Levi Colwill instead. So yeah, they're my transfer plans for Game Week 20. Now, let's go ahead and have a look at my final Game Week 20 team selection, assuming that I do make these transfers. Okay, guys, so with those transfers in mind, let's have a look at my Game Week 20 team selection, and we'll start things off with the goalkeeper and the defense. And of course, in goal, we've got David Raya, and then a back 3 of Gabriel, Trent Alexander-Arnold, and Robinson. And to be honest with you guys, I am really happy with this defense, not only for this game week, but also just for the long term. I think double Arsenal defense is great, and I think Trent Alexander-Arnold and Robinson are also really good. For me, double Arsenal defense is a simple long-term hold. It's a simple long-term set and forget duo. I just think they're absolutely amazing. And look, the defensive numbers for Arsenal have been really good. In the last 6 game weeks, they've only conceded 2.53 expected goals. So yeah, which is just absolutely fantastic. And then you can see Liverpool as well, just below Arsenal in terms of expected goals conceded in the last 6 game weeks. Yeah, I just think, look, both Arsenal and Liverpool defenses are just fantastic, and for me, I don't look to move any of them on, and I plan to just keep them for the entire season. So yeah, really happy with, you know, Trent and double Arsenal defense. I think, look, for Arsenal, Brighton away will be slightly tough, but to be honest with you, Brighton haven't been looking their best recently, right? So I do expect Arsenal to win the game, and yes, because it's away from home, a clean sheet might be less likely, but still, all in all, if I'm betting on one team to get a clean sheet this week, it is going to be Arsenal, and it is going to be Trent as well. So yeah, I think, look, Trent as well at home to Manchester United, a brilliant fixture. We've seen how poor Manchester United have been. We've actually not scored in our last 3 games in the Premier League, and we've played teams like Bournemouth, Wolves, and Newcastle. So yeah, it's not really looking good for Manchester United from an attacking point of view. So I do expect Liverpool to get a clean sheet at Anfield as well. I wouldn't be surprised if Trent does pick up some attacking returns, because as of recent, he's looked so good going forward. He's creating a lot of chances. He could have had a couple of assists in the West Ham game as well. Mohamed Salah fluffed a lot of chances, to be fair. So yeah, look, I think, you know, Trent, double Arsenal defense this week, looking really good. And then we've also got Robinson, who's got Ipswich at home. Again, on paper, that's a really nice fixture. Ipswich are coming off the back of a 2-0 win against Chelsea, but all in all, even if Fulham don't get a clean sheet, I wouldn't be surprised if Robinson does come away with some attacking returns. He's got the most assists for a defender in the Premier League this season. So happy with Robinson and happy with this defense as a whole. But yeah, look, with that being said, guys, let's move on to the midfield. And we do have Anthony Gordon, Mohamed Salah, Cole Palmer and Amad Diallo. Now, you guys would have just heard me say that I'm not confident with the Manchester United attack. We've not scored in our last 3 games. Why on earth am I starting Amad Diallo? Now, I'm not going to lie, this could change. I could go to a back 4 and I could play Mykolenko, who's got Bournemouth away. I'm kind of debating it. I don't really know. I actually don't know. It's a 50-50 and I could change it by the time the deadline does approach. But at the moment, I've got Amad Diallo in. Will we score? Probably not. But then will Everton get a clean sheet away to Bournemouth? I'm not sure. If Everton were playing at home to Bournemouth, I'd probably most certainly start Mykolenko. But away from home, I'm not too sure because Bournemouth have been really, really good this season, especially at home. So yeah, it's a tough one. It's a tough one, but it could change. I could end up playing a back 4 and playing Mykolenko ahead of Amad Diallo. But right now, I've got Amad away to Liverpool starting. I'm not really expecting much, but I'm not really expecting much from Mykolenko either. It's really a flip of the coin thing. We might get a lucky goal against Liverpool. I'm not too sure. I'm really not too sure. But look, with that being said, we've also got Mohamed Salah as captain against Manchester United at home. We know that Mohamed Salah absolutely loves scoring goals against Manchester United. He absolutely just destroys them every single season. So yeah, it's as simple as that. And also just this season, right, Mohamed Salah, the man in form, and you guys know, right, I've learnt my lesson, right? I'm not going against Mohamed Salah. I don't want to experience more pain, right? It's as simple as that. I don't want to experience more pain. I don't want to experience more suffering. I've learnt my lesson. I've backed against Mohamed Salah far too many times and it's backfired every single time. It's only just caused me nothing but pain and I've lost a lot of rank because I've gone against Mohamed Salah, right? And this fixture on paper for Salah is really good. Man United at home. Liverpool are in form. They're scoring goals for fun. Manchester United are conceding the goals. Yeah, it's a no-brainer. And to be honest with you, I don't think any other player has a good enough fixture for me to go against Mo Salah, right? I think Isak away to Spurs is actually good, but not better than what Salah has, in my opinion. And Cole Palmer, definitely not going to go in there again. Palace away, and from what I've just seen on the eye test, Palmer doesn't fill me with that confidence anymore to back him for captaincy. I just feel like he's not really getting the volume of chances that Mohamed Salah is getting, right? When I watch Mo Salah, he's racking up chance after chance after chance. He's getting into great goal scoring positions, great positions in the pitch to get assists as well. He just looks so much more attacking than the likes of Cole Palmer. So yeah, for me, it's a no-brainer. Captain Mo Salah this week, and just leave it as that, right? Pretty simple. So yeah, we've also got Anthony Gordon, who I do plan on bringing in this week. Tottenham away, I like a lot. Like I said, Tottenham have a lot of injuries, and defensively, right? Defensively, Tottenham have been so poor in the last 6 game weeks, right? Only Southampton have been worse in terms of expected goals conceded, and it's not by a lot as well. It really isn't by a lot. So yeah, the Tottenham defense is so poor, and even on the eye test, right, we can see them conceding a lot of chances. They've also got, like I said, Romero out, Van de Ven out, Udogie out. They're missing a lot of first team players in their back line. So yeah, it's just, yeah, for me, I think Newcastle could score a lot of goals here. They're in form as well. They're scoring goals for fun. They're keeping clean sheets. Spurs defense is weak. I like the Gordon pick, and I think Newcastle do score a lot of goals. So look, with that being said, guys, that is the midfield. Now in the front 3, we do have Yohan Wissa, Alexander Isak and Gabriel Jesus. We'll start off with Jesus. I think Brighton away is a great fixture for an attacker. I think the Brighton defense is really poor. So I do hope, like, Jesus did play 90 minutes against Brentford during the week, so I am hoping that he will start again. I mean, he did get 1 goal and 1 assist, so I do expect him to start. I think he's in form right now, and the manager will pick Gabriel Jesus because he needs his attackers that are in form. So I do expect Jesus to start. And yeah, like I said, I think Brighton away is a really good fixture for an attacker. So yeah, hopefully Jesus can come away with some FPL returns there. And of course, Alexander Isak, Tottenham away. Alexander Isak is in form. I've already spoken on how poor Tottenham look defensively. So again, I think that's a really nice fixture there on paper. And then we've also got Yohan Wissa, who I do plan to bring in, who's got Southampton away from home. I will say that, look, under this new manager, I think Southampton are prioritising defending a little bit more. However, I still think, look, if there is a team to target in the Premier League, it's going to be Southampton, Leicester and Ipswich, right? So, yeah, even if they are sort of tightening things up at the back a little bit, I still do like the fixture on paper for Brentford and Yohan Wissa. And in the reverse fixture, I think Yohan Wissa did manage to get on the score sheet as well. So hopefully he can do the same thing again. But that is what the team is looking like for Game Week 20. On the bench, I've got Fabianski, Mikalenko, Mazraoui and Morgan Rogers suspended. It is a real big shame that Morgan Rogers did get suspended, because I would have definitely started it. The plan was actually to bench Amad Diallo for this week, right, and start Morgan Rogers at home to Leicester. But unfortunately, because Rogers picked up his 5th yellow card, he's going to miss that Leicester game. And yeah, it's a real shame. But yeah, that is how the team is looking on a -8 hit. My only concern with the team is the fact that Amad Diallo is starting. But yeah, all in all, it is what it is. Hopefully, guys, hopefully, we can get a green arrow this week. I do want to say as well, we will be doing some watch longs in Game Week 20. I do plan to be doing a Newcastle versus Tottenham watch long and an Arsenal versus Brighton watch long on Saturday. So hopefully you guys do tune in for those. But yeah, that is going to be it for the video, guys. I hope you did enjoy. If you did, smash a big thumbs up on the video. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Turn on post notifications as well. And like I said, guys, I'm wishing you a very happy and healthy 2025. But with that being said, I'll catch you guys in the next one. But until then, I'm out. Peace.